former NFL head coach Mike Martz of the Rams, talking about Andrew Berry as a talent evaluator.
Well, look at Trey Lance in San Francisco. You know, that was a horrible pick, and they moved up, and you know, that's a good general manager out there. So I mean, you're going to make those mistakes. It happens. Every team in the league has made a mistake like that. Maybe not to that. You know, they're all different, but they all make mistakes. And I think he's a terrific evaluator of talent. When the Deshaun Watson thing happened, I understood it. He had that great year down there, but you know, buyer beware on those numbers, because a lot of it was just running around and escaping and, you know, impromptu stuff. And, you know, you learn from that stuff. And the hardest thing in the league is to evaluate quarterbacks. And you got 32 teams that do it. And you have 32 different ideas of what it should look like. And they all get it wrong at some time. So, you know, San Francisco, their starter, when was he drafted? 6th round or whatever? And
7th.
Yeah, 7th round. So there you go, Brady. So, you know, if everybody absolutely had you know, the keys to the kingdom on that deal, then they wouldn't make those mistakes. Move on. You know, he's a good GM. He knows what he's doing. He made a mistake. Move on.
It's kind of interesting. Again, that Mike Martz is a guy that has had some really good quarterbacks and developed Kurt Warner. You remember that?
Yeah, off the, you know, bagging groceries, you know, playing in the Arena League. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is that, you know, obviously we can see the shortcomings of Shedeur Sanders, you know, the ability to hang on the ball too long, take bad sacks. But it looks like he has really worked and taken to the coaching, and there is talent there. We haven't seen the pinpoint accuracy on all his throws like he had in college, where he was like 74%. Now, you take out that first game where he was just thrown in there, you know, he's up to about 58, just under 60% in the 3 starts, and he keeps getting better in it. And so I just think, like anything, you know, Dave, you know, the more you do your job, the more comfortable you are. I think the more he plays, the more comfortable he will get, and you can see the talent there. And even if he's a game manager for a year or two, to be honest, Brock Purdy, for a lot of it, is a game manager. When you think of that 49ers game over the Browns, he just was efficient, didn't make any really big plays that I can think of, but he didn't mess things up. He didn't lose the game. He got the ball to the playmakers. And that's, even if Sanders just does that, that can go a long way, because if you would just have efficient quarterback play, probably would have won 3 or 4 more games this year. Now, you wouldn't have known it from the Titans game where the defense kind of collapsed, but the offense started to look like a normal offense.
Yeah, I'm with you. And the thing is, you got to put more talent around him so he can be a game. Right now, you know, nobody could manage the game with what they have around the quarterback. The offensive line just isn't in there. And, you know, that's one of the things that I think he's done a really nice job with.